So at this point, yes, thank you very much. I want to thank everybody for coming today. What an honor this morning. I want to thank Chief Johnny Williams and KhdGHCM0QIe8mXdxxGuYxg, Marty Ferris for organizing this morning, and everyone else who helped out. Thank you to everyone. I'd like to also welcome some of our other distinguished guests, all of our elders today, our superintendent Angus Wilson, and our trustees, our mayor Pam Alexis, parents, staff, community members, and of course all of you wonderful students who have made and to make this school and community so wonderful. So I want to welcome you all here. The great impetus for this project stemmed from the important goal of reconciliation and creating a sense of belonging for everyone involved in our school community. To borrow from the Truth and Reconciliation Commission, the concept of reconciliation is about establishing and then maintaining strong relationships among all of us that share this land, including those with Indigenous and non-Indigenous roots. For this to happen, there has to be awareness of the past and an action by all of us to change our behavior. Truth and reconciliation has become a catalyst for great change and hope. With it has come dreams of barriers breaking down and people walking together and sharing our cultures and traditions. Here at Heritage Park Middle School and throughout the Mission Public School District, we have huge visions and aspirations that everyone will have a strong sense of belonging and pride in our school and community. To believe that we are all part of the future and that we must flow together in unison, like the river that we have and will see today, to create positive currents that are necessary to evoke positive change. Mission, where we are located on the unceded land of the Stalo people, is a beautiful place that is dominated by the Fraser River, which has flowed continuously through generations, bringing us the gifts of salmon, timber, transportation, and so much more. The Fraser River has been sacred to the Stalo people from time immemorial, and this piece of art pays tribute to this fact. This mosaic we are unveiling today embodies all of these principles. This project encapsulates the notion that every student truly does matter. All of you matter. More importantly, it represents the fact we are all connected on some level. It is important to remember that the knowledge of connectedness that has always been known to the original peoples of this land. Today, science is now supporting Indigenous knowledge that on a molecular basis, from our inception, we are all truly linked.
Wow.
Our school's 6 core values, I would like to say this too, it should be noted that for true reconciliation to occur and each person's sense of belonging to grow, we must realize that it won't be rooted in one single action or just one project. It is how we treat each other and how we behave on a daily basis, minute by minute, day by day. This project is one small part of what we're trying to do. Our school's 6 core values, which are respect, responsibility, perseverance, courage, integrity, and empathy, which we have represented in this project with the 6 salmon, are closely related to the 7 sacred teachings, being traits that we all aspire. These similarities clearly demonstrate how the history of this land and the peoples that have lived here for many generations continue to speak to us to this day. While looking at this beautiful piece of art that we call River of Belonging, one of the most important components was having each of all of you, students, staff, community members, create a bead or rock for the river that has a message or picture that is meaningful to all of you. Each individual piece then became part of this river that carries us forward into the future with good intentions. Now, this art piece took many dreams, artistic gifts, and visions for the future, and all of us working together to come together as a team. This project would not have been a reality if it wasn't for the help of each and every one of you. There is a piece of each and every one of you in this project. The beautiful part about this project, you can come back here 5, 10 years, you'll always have a piece of this school. This school will always have a piece of you in it. You all matter, and this project represents that. I want to thank the following people who led to the creation of this beautiful work. First of all, again, I'd like to thank Chief Johnny and KhdGHCM0QIe8mXdxGuYxg, Marty Ferris for helping organize today. Huge thanks. I couldn't say enough about my wonderful parents, Marina and Dan, for everything they've done for me in my life, the values I've been given, and for all the help and support and care and generosity that they continuously give back to the community. Thank you for all their help on this project. And for the kind words today, it's hard not to get emotional there. Also, huge thank you to Peter Gong. Peter, thank you for coming, being part of this project. It couldn't have happened without you. You know, this wasn't just one person's vision. We worked together on how we wanted to be created. There were so many people's input right from the inception. It started with Peter, Marnie, and my parents sitting down. How are we going to do this? We knew we had an idea, and it just went from there, getting input from everybody, students, staff. So thank you to everyone who was part of that. I'd like to give a huge thank you also to some of the teachers that contributed. Janice Williams, Lauren Rushton, Sean Martins, Aaron Matheny, Mr. James Halliday, all were huge parts in helping this happen. Mostly Miss Williams and Miss Rushton. This project, the beats in this project weren't just one day. This was the idea of all this came through their entire advisory courses, where students spent the entire course learning about our core values, thinking about those core values, how can we put them in our daily lives, and then at the end of the course, they did their beats, and then it went into the project. So thank you so much to Miss Williams and Miss Rushton for all your help. Miss Rushton was always a go-to for me as well, wherever you are. Thank you, Miss Rushton. Huge, huge help in this project as well.
Way over there.
Oh, there she is, way in the back. Okay. Also, I'd like to thank the Mission Public School District, Heritage Park School, Clark Theatre, and the head of those organizations, Mr. Wilson, Ms. Zeffley, Ms. Sutherland, for supporting and facilitating the use of this space where this art will be exhibited. I'd also like to put a huge thanks to our donors that helped pay for the materials for this to occur, that being Mr. Heslop, Joe Heslop, on behalf of Sawal Sawes, the Aboriginal Enhancement Grant, iSpark, our school PAC, to all our PAC members here today, thank you. And the volunteer time, of course, of our artists. And finally, I'd like to give, this is the one person I cannot say enough about. Just absolutely one of the most amazing people who I would go to. We'd spend so much time planning, working out how this was gonna happen. I can't say, can I grab those flowers there? I would like to give a huge round of applause for Miss Marnie Ferris. I can't say enough. Just so many, even from the words shared today, a lot of this came from her and I working together, so I can't say thank you enough. All right, at this point, yeah, I just want to say, again, a huge thank you to everyone. And one last huge thank you. Huge thank you to all of you who took the time to, the stones in this project that make up the river just warm my heart. I want all of you students and staff who contributed, please give all of you a round of applause for this team. All right, at this point, are you guys, do you want to see the project? Yeah! Should we do it? Okay. All right, ready? Can we pass on the mic to Ms. Zeffley here?
You guys ready?
What do you guys think? Does it look good? So, just to give a quick synopsis, this project, we have our 6 core values here. Each of the salmon represent one of those. So you see down here, we have courage, empathy, respect, integrity, responsibility, perseverance. The core values that we all stand and withhold here at Heritage Park School. Also, you see, we have the salmon flowing. We have Mount Baker in the background. All of your stones flow through the river, all connected together the way we should be, what we need to be, connected, working together in order to create positive, evolve in a positive way. You can see it's also in the season of fall when the salmon spawn, so that's another important thing to realize. So, I know everyone will take their time at some point to come up and see your beautiful beads. I love the way the beads just shine out. It just warms my heart to see this project. And again, a piece of all of you will be in this school for many years to come. So thank you again to all of you. Okay.